So you sell and you make some money, but are you actually making money? You're not. We're going to talk about that here in this video. Now, before I talk about anything, I want to give credit where credit's due. There's a couple members in the chat room that just kind of brought up this topic and this little quick trick, and I thought, wow, that's like really smart. That's video worthy. So to those of you that brought this up, you know who you are. Thank you for the suggestion, and just thank you for sharing that with the community, because it's a very smart thing to be doing. And it has to do with, really at its core, controlling risk. But it goes back to the intro saying, you score, you make money on a trade, but you're not really making money until something else happens. And that's what I want to talk about, because it answers that question, because maybe you're thinking, what is this guy talking about? If I score and if I make money on a trade, according to my broker, I make money. True, kind of. But this little thing that we're going to talk about puts into perspective why that's not really the case, but also, like I said, shows a good little risk control strategy. So you have your account, and let's just say it's an amount that you would consider small. So a small account you're going to start off with. And that's great. I mean, nobody can start off with massive amounts of money. I mean, but your account is going to be, like I said, it's your starting spot, right? So by definition, where you start at, it's going to be kind of small just because, well, you haven't even begun anything. So then this is going to lead you to be focused, right? I mean, you have a limited amount of funds, you're just getting started or whatever. So by default, again, you're going to think, I got to be very careful. I got to just take it step by step, be very picky, be very, strategic in my entry points and my trade management and all that stuff. I mean, that's just because psychology, right? Small account. And then ideally, this is going to lead to, having a winning trade, making some money. But this is more of the not really making money, because again, what can happen here? And this is where the whole, risk mitigation, risk control, whatever you want to call it, comes into play. Because sure, you make money, but it's actually still, let me do this. We're gonna have a lot of arrows. After you make money, it is still sitting in your account. Now, maybe your account's not small anymore, but the point being, it's still in your account. So what can happen to money that's in your account? Well, you can go and make another trade, and if that trade goes horribly wrong, what happens to that money? See you later, it's gone. And this is what happens so many times before, especially, after doing my podcast now for over a year. We've heard, just stories after story of people that start an account and they're all focused, they make money, and then they don't do what we're going to talk about, but their account doesn't, it's not really small anymore, and then something disastrous happens, and either they maybe average down or they just go in too big size-wise, and they blow up their account or they put a big dent in it, which wipes away any money that they would have made right there. So the question becomes, all right, how can we actually make money in terms of growing your bank account? And this is not your bank account. This is your trading account. A lot of people don't separate the two. They're thinking, yep, I'm growing my trading account. I'm growing my trading account. This is fantastic. My assets, as a person from a financial situation are going up. Kind of true, but unless I'm missing something about a bank checking account, I don't see any disasters happening where you're going to lose all that money. So a trading account is an asset, but it's also a liability in the sense of, well, you're only one trader away or one mental miscue away from doing something that you shouldn't be doing or just whatever, and a lot of that disappearing. So a very good way to get around this is to make money. But this is being defined as your bank account. So how do we make money in terms of your bank account? Well, and I don't mean to state the obvious here, but we're going to go with it anyways. You have to take money out of your trading account. So take money out of your trading account. And when you're doing that, you're going to be moving it to your bank account. Now what has just happened? You have isolated that money away. You've taken it out of the picture. So if you do something really stupid in regards to your account, well, you've already done this. You've taken it out, so it's not going to be damaged by anything right here. And you'll also notice that this completes the cycle, because when you take that money out, what do? Well, you're right kind of back at your beginning amount or somewhere close to it. And what does that do when you're at your small account? That is going to bring about this, which is always very important for us as traders. We want to be as focused as possible. And I speak from experience. When your account grows and grows, cockiness levels grow and grow, and just confidence, maybe you're not even cocky, but just confidence levels grow and grow. And then you get kind of lax with your rules because you're like, I got a lot of money, so yeah, that setup doesn't quite meet what I want, but I got a bigger account now, so I can risk more. No, that's terrible. That's a bad mindset to have, and it happens all the time. Like I said, I fully admit that those voices still creep up on me. But when you take the money out, not only are you protecting your money, you're actually making money because now you can't lose it when it's in your bank account, but you're going to force yourself to be focused again. Why? Well, because you just put yourself back at a small account. So the trick that a lot of people use is, but we'll assign some numbers here. So maybe people start out with, and this number is totally just made up, let's say $2,000. The person, because they're focused, they eventually grow that up to, like I said, let's just say $3,000. Now, do you have to take out all $1,000? I'm not saying that, but if you want to control risk, drop it down to, I don't know, take out and send, $750 to your bank account. You've grown your trading account by $1,000, but this is the amount that you actually make because now you're taking it out of your account, and now you have, $2,250 in your trading account. So you are growing your account, which is, a good goal to have, but at least you're protecting your gains. At least you're locking in and officially making money, because if you do something really stupid with this, well, at least that has already been moved to your bank account and it's now out of the picture, kind of out of harm's way. So this, like I said, I don't know why it's taking me this long to do it. So thank you again to those members that brought up, that's how they manage their account, just to control risk and to keep themselves focused. But very, very quick, very simple thing. I mean, especially in this day of age with ACH transfers, wire transfers. I mean, it's literally just a couple click of a buttons away and you've transferred money out. And you've done a great service to yourself by protecting that capital and actually making money, actually growing your bank account, which is the whole goal of things. So very quick, very simple, but very, very powerful. And if you're brand new, this probably doesn't seem as powerful, but if you have been trading, then you understand the psychology. You understand how the voices can kind of come out when you get bigger accounts and you got plenty of money, so you can take a little bit more risk here. That's just not where you want to go. And this is a quick trick, and strategy to get yourselves around these mental hurdles. So hopefully you found this helpful, and hopefully you consider doing it, especially if you are growing your account. It's great to grow account, but this is kind of more of a hybrid method right here. Now, if you would want to take out all 1,000, so you go back to 2,000, well, that's up to you. But the whole kind of dynamic here is actually making money by getting it over into your bank account. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you find this helpful.